It's time for us to put all the theoretical knowledge related to the concepts of selection statements into practice. So far in our previous lab programs, we have written the programs line by line while understanding how to write the programs. But as we got enough knowledge on the basic concepts of C programming, from now on, from this lab program, what we will do is, we will provide you with the complete program, and using that program we will understand line by line. As usual, we will start our discussion by understanding the problem statement. So what the problem statement is provided, first we will understand that problem statement. So this is our lab program 7, and in this program we are writing a program to find the maximum and minimum of two numbers using if-else statement. So we have to find, so what we have to do, the user will provide with two numbers. So from those two numbers, the program has to find the maximum number and the minimum number. So I request you to pause this video for a while and you try to write the program on your own. If you get the solution, come back to this class and complete this video so that you can understand how I solve this problem. Here is the program that I have written, and in this there are 4 steps. The first one is variable declaration, next one is user input, the third one, very important one, is the logic, and the final one is the final output. Now the first, variable declaration. So how many variables do we need? The user has to provide 2 integers, and those 2 integers will be stored in the variables named n1 and n2, means number 1 and number 2. And there are another 2 variables to store the maximum value and the minimum value, and all these 4 variables are of type integers. Okay, so now the next part is user input. Now here we are going to prompt the user to understand what kind of inputs are to be provided, and in the prompt I have given enter 2 integer numbers, so that the user has to provide 2 integer numbers, and the next statement is a scanf to take the 2 inputs that are provided by the user. Now coming to our third part and the very important part of this entire program, which is the logical part. So how our program is going to decide the maximum number and the minimum number from the given 2 numbers. So that logic is provided in this third part. We will understand this logic very slowly and we will get the clarity by understanding this logic. So here we are having our if statement. In this if statement, first I am checking n1 greater than n2, means the value that is provided in the number 1 is greater than number 2 or not. That we are going to check. If that statement is true, if that expression is true, means n1 is greater than n2 is true, means among those 2 numbers, which one is the maximum number? The maximum number is n1. Now what is our next step? So once this statement is true, we will enter into the if statement. Whatever the lines that are provided in the if statement, we will come into this if statement and those lines will get executed. So how many statements are there? There are 2 statements. The first one is stating that the value n1 will get assigned to the variable called max, because n1 is greater than n2, which itself is stating that the number 1 is greater than number 2. Now the value of n1 is getting stored in max, and the next step means the remaining number, which is n2, is going to be the minimum number. Okay, so now the value of n2 is getting stored in min variable. Now what if the n1 is not greater than n2, which means n2 is greater than n1, right? If this case is false, so far we have seen what if the case is true, what if the case is false? It means that the value n2 is greater than n1. Now what we have to do? We have to store the value of n2 into the max variable and the value of n1 into the min variable. Try to understand this concept. Try to understand this if-else statement slowly so that you can get the clarity how we are providing the intelligence to make decisions into our program. So we are adding some intelligence into our program. Our program is now intelligently making some decisions. Try to understand this concept. This concept is very important. Adding conditional statements or selection statements means we are letting our program to make some decisions. So that is very important to understand. Okay. Now with this logic, understanding this logic, the final step is to print the final output. So there are two printf statements. I have written two printf statements. The maximum number is %d max. Whatever the value that is stored in max is going to be the maximum number, and whatever the value that is stored in the min is going to be the minimum number, right? So the second printf statement states that the minimum number is %d/new. I want the cursor to shift to the new line, and the placeholder for %d is going to be the variable value min. Okay. Now with this we will get printed with the maximum and the minimum value. Let's see those. So see all this program in practice. So how after running the program, how the content will get displayed, that we will see. So just click on run, and here, so the prompt is stating that enter two integer numbers. So the same printf is getting printed here. Now we have to provide two inputs. So let's provide 49 and 19. Now can you guess what is the value stored in max? The value stored in max is going to be n1. And can you guess which one is getting executed? Which part of the program is getting executed? Is it the if part or the else part? Because the value of n1, 49, is greater than 19. Means the if condition is true, the max value is getting stored with the value of n1. The value of n1 is 49. So the max is having the value of 49 and the min is having a value of 19. So let's press the enter so that we can see the output. So the maximum number is 49 and the minimum number is 19. So I think you are getting the point. Okay. So now let's run this program again. So we will run this program again with another numbers. What we will do is we will swap the values. I'll take the value of n1 as 9 and the value of n2 as 200. Now which is the maximum number? The maximum number now is in the variable n2. Now which part of this logic will get executed? Is it if part or else part? Now n1 is 9 and n2 is 200. Is 9 greater than 200? No, 9 is not greater than 200. So we will get shifted to the else part. The else part will get executed. In the else part we are assigning the max with the value of n2 means 200, and in the variable min we are assigning the value of n1. Okay. Now so let's see the output. See, the maximum number is 200 and the minimum number is 9. So I think you're getting the point. So this is how we are providing intelligence. We are making our programs to make the decisions. Okay. So that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next class with another lab program number 8.